Hello everybody, and welcome to the Riot Kitty Cafe. I am your host, Riot Kitty. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. This is the start of my work weekend, so I am going live. And today I'm going to be continuing drawing the den. Oh, you know what? I need to adjust my webcam apparently. There we go. There you go. I got it crooked a little bit. I am continuing to drawing concept art for my comic book Dollhouse XC. So I moved on from characters to landscaping. And so now I am going to basically, continue drawing Victoria's home, the den, in this comic book. Since it's since it's a very unique structure, it's basically the hollowed out underground of a castle. I am going to... concept art was honestly very needed, so, I finished doing the grid base, started detailing last stream, so I'm hoping to get more sketching done here. And then I'll move on to inking. Once I get all this done. It'll probably take a few streams, though, for sure. And hello, looks like I got some chatters in the chat already. Welcome, Luke, and Axel. Axel, welcome to Riot Kitty Cafe. Hope you're all having a good day. Yeah, it's been kind of a crazy couple past weeks, but finally getting back into the swing of content creation, so I've been mostly consistent with streams, but well, maybe I guess the past month, month. I guess more like 2 months now. Yeah, but I'm finally getting back into the swing of things. I actually finished the White Fang part of Right Ruby the World Part 2. Before I started streaming this morning, I actually did this, but let's see. I guess I really should do this building on the left. Let's see if I can try to move it down. Yep, there we go. Oh, it's a trap production. I know I have to sleep early. I do. I guess I don't have to, but in order to be consistent, I do. I hope you're doing good. Hope you slept good, Trap. Welcome to the Riot Kitty Cafe. Probably like right here. Yep. Yep, that looks good to me. Alright. Now I gotta get my coffee. Angry old man toys as if it's threat protection. Says, hope you're doing good, by the way. I am doing better than I have been in a while, but... Luke says, good afternoon. I'm here before heading out to my first gala exhibit. I'm taking part at the Pancakes and Booze Underground Art Show in Detroit. Ooh! Oh yeah, I did see a community post about that. That sounds really cool. Hope you have a lot of fun there, Luke. Oh, hello! Hello, Kazamad. Welcome to Riot Kitty Cafe. Midnight here. Whoa. Oh, you're up late then. Well, thank you for stopping by, even with the late night. Do, do, do. I guess to say that since there's quite a few people here, I am working on a Great Ruby the World Part 2 now, again. And I finished the White Banks part, now I gotta do the Brahmin Tribes part, and like 1 or 2 more parts. I'm kind of like, yeah, I am a third of the way through. Yeah. Thank you, Trap. Yep, I'm making progress slowly but surely. Nah, I think I'm gonna redo this. Nope. That I kind of messed up on. There. Yeah, I'm kind of like making up like a wooden board texture over here. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I did go grocery shopping, and I guess yesterday I watched a little bit of a new show called Dragon Striker. It's on Disney Plus and apparently also Disney XD, so. Kind of like if Inazuma 11 Avatar. No, wait, not Avatar. Like Harry Potter and. Yeah, it's like, okay, Wakfu, Inazuma 11, and Harry Potter at a date. And the characters are playing a version of soccer. Not exactly soccer, but very close to soccer. So. And the main character has potential to become a dragon striker, so. The reason why I say like Harry Potter is because there's like different banner teams, so like, you know, I guess they're flagship teams, right? You know what I mean? That play and like I just finished episode 4 and like yeah, they resurrected an old team that I guess hasn't been active. Like their field was destroyed and being used for compost, and their clubhouse was in disarray, so it's like it was not active at all. So it's like they revived a team, and then the main characters are like, okay, we're gonna be playing for the Knights then. And it looks like a couple of professors are very, very against it, so I'm like, oh no, not the hot one. Against it. Oh, hello, Boom Prior. Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. Oh, yeah, I think it's been a bit. All right, well, thank you for coming to the Riot Kitty Cafe. Welcome, welcome. Oh, hello, Shion. Welcome, Blazing Emblem. Welcome to the Riot Kitty Cafe. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Sure, whatever time works for you. Yep, that's basically. Yep, that's why I'm doing it. For sure. Yep, that every other week. Mostly, yeah. Because that's the time that works for me. That's the time where I can free mostly. Axel says, what are you working on? Oh, I'm working on landscape concept art for my comic Dollhouse XC. This is where the main character Victoria lives. And it's definitely a very unique structure for sure. Yeah, it's in the hauled out underground of an Irish castle. So it was super duper necessary to make this. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to working my way down. This blank spot right here is gonna be like rocks and stuff, so the most important, like most detailed part of it is going to be down here. Oh, hello, no, why? Welcome to Riot Kitty Cafe. Hope you're doing good. So yeah, I'm just gonna be working my way down. Let's see, now I'm just working on the stone pathways here. I did have an idea of where, like, there'd be stone pathways in the den a while back. Like, I did do some sort of background that's supposed to be in the den, but I didn't, like, have a whole city or anything, so it's like, yeah, this is kind of important. It's just like, yeah, it's kind of important. Yeah, it's definitely important to me to do this on start here. But I'm not gonna just be doing pathways the whole time. I will move down these next buildings in a little bit. Do 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 do. Oh, Wiley says, yesterday a game I had on wishlist on Steam finally released. It was there since last December. Oh, that's awesome. I got a couple of those. At least, yeah, Lumentail Memory of Troy at least released. No, wait, Troy. Yeah, Troy released. But there's another one that hasn't released yet. It's Katori Academy. Let's see, what I got you playing? Well, I've been trying to get through Chris Tales, but unfortunately I am stuck at a boss, so I think I need to grind my level a little bit more. And I know it's not a scripted fight because I lost, and it's like, oh, game over. I'm like, this is really hard then. This is really hard then. Is it Genshin? No, I quit Genshin. I quit Genshin. I've been playing a lot of Zenless Zone Zero and Wuthering Waves, so... No, it says for me, I'm still in the process of being Signalis. I'm close. Should definitely get more progress today. I don't think I've heard of that one. Oh, no more whale. That's good. I haven't. I wouldn't say I was a whale on Genshin. I guess like very. I guess a guppy spender maybe. Like I bought one skin and a couple of Welcome Moons, which are like I think it was like $5. So I'm like, okay, yeah, like I think it was like $30. Maybe. In Genshin, so and then other gacha games I play, I've only spent money on skins, really. Mostly on Zenless. Their skins are really good. I'll be right. Their skins are really good. I spent $3 to get 2 skins, and I still got some premium currency left over, so that'll be good. Or it's the next skin I want to buy. So they're actually releasing a character that is like 3 outfits, so her playable outfit and then 2 premium skins. I'm like, oh my god, okay. There's even like a bundle thing they're doing for like 25 bucks. I'm like, nah, I'm not getting this character. I'm broke. I'm broke. It's like, I don't spend on pulls in the other gacha games I played. Just skins. I haven't spent any money on Akai Star Rail or Enfield yet, though. Well, Enfield, there hasn't been any skins, so there's no temptation there. Yeah, there's been no temptation there. Akai Star Rail, honestly, their skins aren't very great, and also I don't have a desire to buy any of the skins. So I'm like, I mean, the latest skin they released is super cute, but I'm like, and I do have the character, but I'm like, I don't feel like spending money on it. I just don't. I just don't. I guess it's like that thing, I'm just like, I'm super refreshed on Hawkeye Star Rail, and I'm like, I don't feel the need to spend money on it. I haven't spent money on it before either. I'm just like, I don't feel the incessant need to like catch up or like have an incessant grind because I'm so far behind. Like I quit like a year and a half ago, I think, and then I just came back recently. So I'm like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, I just go on my own pace. Do my own thing. Have you ever felt this thing? Like, there's another skin that released in Wuthering Waves, and it's a cute swimsuit. But the character that I have that wears the skin, I'm like, I like her base design so much that I don't think I'd ever wear this, like, buy the skin. So it's like, I'm not gonna buy it because I will never equip it. Has anyone ever felt that? Like, looking at a skin of a character that you like, and you're like, I like the base design of the character so much that I'm not gonna buy it because I know I'll never equip it. Has anyone ever got that vibe? I've gotten that vibe before. And it says, for me, I'm waiting for the next canto of Limbus Company. It's been delayed due to some scheduling issues, I believe. Alright. I have seen, like, Captain Cabinet stream Limbus Company. That seems kind of interesting. If I do drop one of the gachas I'm currently playing, I'd probably try it out. Yeah. Yeah, I'd actually probably try it out if I drop one of the gacha games I'm playing, because I'm like... So, yeah, I'm technically playing 5, but it's a card game, so it's like I don't feel the need to, like, spend money on characters or anything. Oh yeah, Shadowverse is technically a gacha, but it's a card game thing where you open packs, so... Yeah, I'm technically playing 4 on and off, so... No, like, I'm not playing 5 anymore, I'm playing 4. So I've whittled it down. But yeah, if I drop any of those, I'd probably check it out. I think, because that does look very interesting. I'll say that. At least, like, the story does. Oh, hello, Power! Welcome to Riot Kitty Cafe. Hope you're doing good. I'm definitely not dropping Wuthering Waves anytime soon, but... I don't know, maybe Eric Knight's Enfield? I'd drop, maybe. At a later date. Not because it's a bad thing, because it's a bad game, and I'm like, It's like not something I'd see myself playing later. No, it wasn't. I definitely need to draw more stones here. No, Shion, don't give power a Falcon Punch. Falcon Punch. There we go. Yeah, that's like a little messed up. There. Axel says, oh, beat some Pokemon Emerald recently? Ooh, awesome. Gen 3 is my favorite, for sure. Yeah, I think I've beaten that Pokemon Emerald like 5 times, I think. Sapphire, I think 3 times, maybe. Yeah, so that's awesome. Excellent. Yeah, it says I'm mostly playing hack rounds of Emerald. Okay. Axel says, yes, speaking of Pokemon, do you think Gen 10 will bring back the national decks? Probably not. I don't think. At least, like, every Pokemon ever? Probably not. I guess it depends on how transferring into Wind and Waves works. Like, if the Switch games are compatible with Wind and Waves, then I could feel like you can transfer every Pokemon that's been made available. So. Yeah, 1,000 plus mons, yeah, for sure. I think it's gonna be like 1,200 with Wind and Waves, maybe. Which will be kind of crazy. Honestly, it's just not realistic. I mean, I don't think any monster taming game currently has every single, well, at least series, right? Every single monster taming series has all their monsters catchable or obtainable or whatever. But I do know that most, if not all, the monsters are obtainable on the Switch. I'm pretty sure. I just don't think they can be plugged into every game. But we'll see about Wind and Waves. Doing that. Yeah, I'm just gonna work my way down over here. I'll figure this out some other time. Work my way downhill. Working fast. Yeah, it says I'm looking forward to the final act of Bleach. Oh, is that coming out? Nice. Hey, what anime have I been watching? I watched a couple episodes of One Piece a few days ago. And I've been catching up on Dan. I think I'm almost done with season 2. Dion says, I dropped One Piece years ago. That's fair. There's a lot of episodes. I'm on episode, I think, 187. Apparently, yeah, there's gonna be a One Piece remake with, like, East Blue arc, I think, so up until they enter the Grand Line. That might be worth checking out. Nope. Music stopped. Alright, there we go. No, it says for me, watching Ascendance of a Bookworm and finishing watching Witch Hat Fair. I do want to check out Ascendance of Bookworm. That sounds really neat. And I need to get back to watching Go Princess Week here. Yeah, like how the main character is reincarnated into a world without books, even though she loves books the most. So she's trying to bring literature. Well, at least not without books. I think it was like the aristocrats usually have access to higher education and nobody else does. Oh, it's fourth season. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of material to go through. Yep, I'm working my way downtown. I'm gonna be around this over here too. Once I figure out detailing over here. And I heard Magic Knight Rares is getting a remake, so that's pretty cool. And I really did like the original, so I wonder what they're gonna do for the remake. Yeah, sorry, my webcam is wobbling. I apparently do not have a very secure webcam skin. So yeah, I guess me erasing is just gonna cause my I just like... Nope, it's still wobbling. Okay. There's nothing I can do, unfortunately. I do probably want to get myself a new webcam at some point. It just wobbles at like... Yeah, ever since I moved, like I got myself a new desk, like the desk is just like... Yeah, like anything I do. Well, at least, apparently just erasing is just making the webcam wobble on this specific table. Tighten it maybe? No, I'm gonna try and tighten it. I'm sorry, I'm gonna adjust my webcam slightly. Let's see if this works. I don't like that I can see it wobbling in Restream. At least my webcam stand. There. Okay, it's wobbling less now. At least it's not perfect, but it's wobbling less. We get a 1080p webcam for $80. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I really should get myself a new webcam. My setup is kind of... My setup is from when I was streaming in Mama Riot's kitchen. It's a very jank setup. For sure. I have a stand that's like clamped onto the table, and then the stand clamps on to the webcam that's like hanging off it. It's a jank and probably very outdated setup because, you know, I moved. I could get a webcam that can fit properly on something. It's like, yeah, I like the stand part, but like the webcam part is clamped onto the stand, and well, no, the stand is clamping onto the webcam. So it's not very stable, unfortunately. So yeah, I should probably get a new webcam at some point. Axel asks, so any plans for 1K sub special? You know, once I reach 1K subscribers, I asked a while ago, but I was like, hey, you want to see me do this? And Riot Kitty Community here said yes, apparently. So I am going to, once I reach 1K subscribers, I'm gonna read off a cringe fanfiction I did when I wrote it when I was like 12 to 15 years old. Which I guess you could say it serves... Oh my god. No. Webcam! It serves as the origin story. Oh my god. It is not going. It's not adjusting. Come on. Okay, there. Sorry. Alright. Start over. Once I reach 1K subscribers, I'm gonna be doing a reading of my cringe fanfiction that I did when I was 12 years old. And that serves as the origin story for the comic I am actually working on right now. And it's a Dragon Quest, what was it, 9? Yeah, I think it was 9. I'll have to double check, but I know the title of the game, I just don't remember what Dragon Quest it was, because there's very many installments. It's called Dragon Quest Sentinels of the Starry Skies, and I wrote a fanfiction of it that I can only describe as like the cringe maximum edge. fiction I've I'd ever seen at that time, mainly because I wasn't on the internet. So that does serve as an origin story for my current comic, mostly because, well, at least like the main character Victoria's family, and then her father's friend, are also in this fanfiction. Same names, aside with the exception of Kane, who used to be Kuva. So, yeah, and then their family name's different. So it's like their family is basically kind of a ripoff of the Hyuga clan of Naruto in this fanfiction. Yes, I wrote a fanfic at 12 years old. Yeah, it's not that unusual. It's just I guess I didn't know what fan. Yeah, I wrote a fanfic before I even knew what fanfic were, pretty much. I wrote a story based on that game and combined a bunch of things I liked, including Ruby, including Naruto, a lot of Naruto, actually. A lot of Naruto that I was watching or I was engaged in at the time, so yeah. Kingdom Hearts 2. Let's see, what else? Maybe a little bit of Dragon Ball in there. Little bit of Digimon. Not a lot of it. Dan says, I've never written one before. Yeah, but it's probably not for everybody to do. I don't know. Here I'm just like, you know what? It was good practice for making my own stories one day. Because it's like your own personal playground. You're like doing whatever the heck you want. Even it's terrible. But retroactively, it did serve as good practice for making my own story. I guess technically I wrote another one before that, but that wasn't really a story because it was just like comic pictures that I drew randomly of Super Smash Brothers characters and my own OC, Emperor Bucktooth, when I was like 8. But I guess written is a strong overstatement because I technically wrote it and drew it, but I didn't quite coordinate it, right? Like I just wrote some parts of the story and then I drew some parts of the story and I didn't combine them at all, so they're kind of, I had them all in a folder. I got like essay papers I did of them. I got pictures drawn in my sketchbook, so they're not all in one place. So I'm basically gonna have to formulate, okay, what happens from these things if I reach 1K subscribers. So, like, when I reach 1K subscribers, like, I'll have to formulate what happens. So from the notebook paper, from the drawings. Stuff like that, so. I still remember it, though. I was obsessed with it, I will be sure. Oh my gosh, it's still doing it. It's still wobbling. I apologize for the wobbling. Yeah, and I think this is my straw that broke Creable's back. I'm gonna buy a new webcam. That's your earliest fanfiction. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's my earliest fanfiction. I did write a comic strip when I was 3, but that wasn't really a fanfic because it was just random things happening, so it's like, I don't count it, really. So I'm like, yeah, this is my first fanfiction, yes. Yeah, a lot of Naruto inspirations. A lot of Naruto, I'll say that. The heaviest inspiration on that, like, I was watching, like, I think, shoot, what was it? It was, yeah, Naruto. And later Naruto Shippuden. I watched Naruto Shippuden first. I had never heard of the original, and then I watched the original, and I'm like... So it's like... So yeah, a lot of Naruto. A lot of just... random things I liked. That I put in there. Like, at least, like, yeah... small bits and pieces of various other properties, and I wasn't very... I pride myself on character design now, but like I was very lazy when I was a preteen, and I was like, and I was just kind of making, like, using designs from other franchises for my own characters. Yeah, I remember making a post on it. I'm like, yeah, the reason why Victoria's mother's dress is green is because in this fanfiction, she used to be just Cheryl from Pokemon Platinum. Speaking of Pokemon. Like, her design, like, Cheryl's design was being used for Shannon. And so that's why her dress is green, because I'm like, I can't think of any other color she would wear but green. At least for her base design. Except for I actually tried a little harder. I combined Hinata's father from Naruto with Sephiroth from Final Fantasy. So yeah, it... No, Wiley says, oh yeah, if you're playing make a live action Naruto. They are? Well, whoever they are, but live action Naruto. That could be cool, but I don't know. I have heard they're apparently moving forward with the live action Princess and the Frog spin-off. So it's not a remake, but it's a spin-off. But they're making it live action. Okay. I will mourn for the loss of, like, the 2D animated Tiana spin-off that was canceled. Probably only because it was going to be 2D animated. Because Disney can't do that anymore. They, like, the only 2D stuff on their platforms is, like, stuff made by other studios that aren't under them. Like Dragon Striker. Like, let's see, at least, like, when it comes to Dollhouse XC characters, Victoria herself was very, very different. There's no other similarity other than the name, really, and, like, who her parents are. It's like, actually, not even that, technically, but I combined Raven from Ruby and Vivaletta from Code Geass into one character and made them a teenager, and... It is just as bizarre as it sounds. And then Jet was probably my only fully original character design, where it's like, okay, white hair, yellow eyes, I'm good. That's it. Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of live action, yeah, the live action Moana movie bombed, so I'm like, that kind of doesn't surprise me because that's the fastest live action remake ever. That movie is, I think, 10 years old. So it's like, yeah. You'll obviously still remember the original. No, Wiley says, yeah, not sure is making it. Haven't looked into it. Apparently, both Naruto and My Hero Academia are planned to have live action. I have heard of My Hero Academia getting a live action. The Naruto live action thing has been rumored for a couple of years now. You know what? Let's look this up. Naruto live action movie. Miracles are happening. I don't know if this is a miracle. Okay, director Destin Daniel Cretton, Spider-Man Brand New Day announced that a worldwide casting search is about to kick off to find the actors who will play the iconic shinobi of Teen 7. Okay. Yeah, I think it is a Hollywood. It looks like it is a Hollywood live action remake. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, even Japan doesn't have a good track record either with live action remakes and stuff. There's been some good ones, but not a lot of them. And mostly the ones I think that do work are ones that would work in live action. Like, not super fantasy, overly cartoony ones, right? Like, there is one, like, it was Way of the House Husband that they adapted into, like, a drama or whatever. And, like, that is, like, no fantasy elements at all. So it's like, kind of played it straight and was like, yeah, that's really good actually. And I actually watched it and I'm like, this is really good. Adapted into like a kind of a soap opera type thing. With a little less comedy than I would have liked, but it's still a bit of it. I don't know about Naruto though. I guess it could work, but I don't know. I feel like it's like One Piece is like the exception. One Piece might be the exception. Or it worked. Mainly because Oda was like... Maybe like Oda was behind it and being like, okay. I know there's been some gaffes. I know Vivi has been cast as like black, but apparently it was just like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, you know what, at least this one is not like being like, okay, you're racist for not liking that the character was race swapped or whatever. You know, like at least that's the annoying part of like the whole thing. It's like, I'm like, no, they're not. They just want the character to look like the character in live action. But I do understand a little bit of live action stuff. It's like, yeah, maybe you can't find someone that you think embodies the character. And it seems that was one of the cases. But I'm like, yeah, One Piece might be the exception that proves the rule. So I don't know about Naruto, maybe, but I feel like My Hero Academia might be kind of cursed in live action. I'm surprised Moana Bomb, the one that made the least sense to make a live action of. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I'm like, yeah, this thing's like 10 years old. Like, people still remember the animated movie. Like, it was way too soon to make a live action. Not that I would want them to make a live action of it at all, but it's just like, if you're gonna do it like when the children who actually like watch the movie aren't like 20 somethings right now. or like teenagers, right? Right, like let's say, okay, like someone like an 8-year-old watched Moana, they would be 18 now. They're still gonna remember it, and they're still gonna remember something they watched when they were 8. At least that's my justification for being like, no, don't do this. I feel like, making the most of the live action remakes that we've gotten from Disney are like, haven't been creative whatsoever. But it's like, that one in particular, I'm just like, no. And I think they're still moving forward with the Frozen live action, which is really weird because they're making a Frozen 3, and that will probably come out at the same time as the live action. And I'm like, why? What are you doing? No. I don't know if the Tangled one is moving forward. I don't think it is anymore. I guess that one got canceled. But yeah, they're doing the ones that are like mid to late 2010s, and I'm like, why? No. Don't do it. Yeah, I don't know. At least Disney's track record has been just like, there was a few good ones. Like, I'd say, honestly, the ones that I think are actually pretty good are like the first Alice in Wonderland one, which isn't really a live action remake, it's a sequel, technically, to the first one, and then Cinderella. At least that's what I think. Like, yeah, the only live actions I would consider good. At least the earlier ones had more high quality, but it feels like because they're pumping these out, they're like at least Beauty and the Beast looks pretty, right? At least it looks pretty, right? Have there where someone could enjoy it, and also Maleficent, but it's like, yeah, they've just been getting lower and lower quality because they keep pumping them out. Like, Disney keeps pumping them out. And like, stop! You're making remakes of like your mid to late 2010s movies. Stop! Stop. Yeah, it's like a pump and dump right now. I don't know. At least that's how I see it. I'm like, yeah, this is a pump and dump. This is what they're doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think Naruto maybe could work. Because they're ninjas. And Hollywood has made ninja movies before. It could maybe not be cursed. But I think My Hero Academia might be cursed. Just because the quirks give quite a few characters like mutations, visual mutations. And that might be cursed. Like the bird guy. That might be cursed. In live action. That might be cursed in live action. Or the pink girl. Maybe if she would be in the movie. It's like, yeah, that might be cursed. I don't know. I don't know. How much of a Naruto fan I was, I don't know if I'd watch the live action either. Unless they're like, unless maybe they go the route in the Naruto movies and it's just like an original story. It's just in live action. Maybe. That might work. That might work. I don't know if I'd watch it if it's just a repeat of it. If they're just making the same beats as the anime. Or the manga. But probably worse because it'd be in a movie format. Not like serialized TV show. Gosh, it is unfortunate that the Tiana series was canceled because I heard the synopsis and I'm like, that does sound good, but I think it was canceled because it was going to be 2D. It was going to emulate the style of the original movie. I'm just like, yep, I think that's what happened. They're like, nope, we're not going to make a 2D thing for our Disney movies anymore. We just canceled. You want to make something 2D? Not on Disney's watch. For their properties. It is unfortunate. Apparently He-Man bombed as well. And Supergirl too. I thought it was a fine movie. It wasn't great, but I thought Supergirl was a fine movie. But yeah, Master Universe, I'm like, Dave, that's kind of disappointing. It did look good. I haven't watched it yet, unfortunately. Like, it left theaters before I could watch it in theaters, so I guess maybe I'll watch it on streaming. Yeah, there's a lot of bombs in Hollywood. Yeah, there's a lot of bombs in Hollywood right now. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make the stones here super small. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah. Alright. I need to take a break. I need to... I guess it's some people lovingly for it, a litter box break. Alright, I am back. Let's continue. Let's see. An hour and 30 minutes in, so yeah, I'll go for another half hour. Let's see, let's get the music back on. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yeah, now we're on to the next street. Yeah, it says I'm currently playing God Eater 2 on my tablet. Cool. I think I've heard of it. I don't remember what it's about, though. That doesn't look right. Okay. There, that looks good. Mara says Marvel left New York and moving to California? Ooh. What's big, like their headquarters? There you go. Oh my god, I totally messed this up. Okay, the alignment correct. Yeah, I think it's turning into a town. These blocks became a town. Underground town, that is. Alright, it says also the Absolute Batman, the animated series, will be a thing in 3D. Oh, Absolute Batman's getting an animated series? I suppose it did blow up. I suppose I haven't really read the Absolute Universe. I guess I'm just not a fan of being like, oh yeah, everything's grim dark and stuff. Yeah, and I like regular Batman, not grim dark Batman. Like, he is a Dark Knight, but not that dark. I don't know. No. Yeah, Supergirl, unfortunately, is not looking too good in the box office. It did beat out Moana, but that's not saying much. I think, you know what, let's see, Supergirl. You know what, I'm gonna look this up really quick. Supergirl. Movie box office. And I gotta go back and play the music. So worldwide, it's not even at 120 million yet. And its budget was like 170, 180 million. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, usually a movie needs to make back double its production budget to even break even, let alone profit, but yeah, but if you can't even make back your budget, that is a major bomb. You know? Sorry. Lyric crinkling, I'm just having a munch of my cheese Danish. Power says, and there's a rumor people underground are allegedly striking down channels, many been covering leaks about Lantern Show. That's what people have to. Ooh. Yeah, if it's leaks and stuff, I kinda understand that. Yeah, it's like if it's leaks, like it's not officially released material, you always run the risk of. Yeah, you run a risk of getting into a little bit of trouble there. Let me get my ruler. Let's see. I guess I'll move to this house now. Looks like the leaks might be real too. Alright. Well. Yeah, if they're real, I can kind of understand that. And I guess if they're striking down channels that are covering these alleged leaks, that probably means they're true. Or matter of maybe spreading false information? I don't know. Howard says, the creator of Invader Zim is mad that there's going to be a new comics issued without his involvement. Ooh. Hmm. Yeah, that's not great. I always thought it would get like maybe another season or something. Because the movie did so well. I guess. Was it, yeah, Nickelodeon's just doing comics? Okay. That does suck though. That's. Gosh, who was the guy who made it? I'm terrible with names, but yeah, it's just so. Invader Zim is just so uniquely his. Kind of hard to imagine Invader Zim without him. Especially now while he's still alive. Like, damn. Like, dang, call him. Like, dang, call him up, man. Yeah, that does section. This is looking pretty good. Might start wrapping it up here in a minute. Wobbling again. Alright, yeah, maybe next stream I'll have to do webcam that's not wobbling. Yeah, I'm working on the middle building right now. This is actually where Victoria's father Xavier is gonna live. Paris says Batman Nightfall movie trilogy. Ooh. That actually might be pretty cool to see. Cape Crusader Season 2 is also coming out. Jeez. I tried watching it, but I couldn't continue it. I'm just like, everyone but Batman is just like super different and in a very weird way. Harris says Riddler is a nice villain. I expect him to also be completely different. And Asian Harley and Hugo's fake Hugo Strange is also pretty. It is weird. They kind of did turn Harley into Hugo Strange. Very weird. Alright, I'm gonna start winding down. Anybody? Anything else to say or whatever? I guess for me, I guess I'm a third of the way done with Riot Ruby, the World Part 2. This is good. I also finally think I've gotten like a usable sketch to start recording my next time lapse. Alright, that was my phone. So, but yeah. Yeah, so that's about it. So, thank you everybody for watching. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day. So I gotta end the stream now. I'm getting a phone call. So, bye everybody! Hey Mom, how are you? I just... Oh no, it's okay. I was just I just went there to drop off the